In the blood-soaked soil of ancient Italy, a legend was born, not of peace, not of wisdom, but of fratricide, ambition, and destiny. This is the story of Rome's first king, Romulus, founder, warrior, killer, god. Before emperors and legions, there was one man whose rise carved the path for the greatest empire the world had ever known. But was he ever real, or just a myth to justify a city built on conquest? The tale begins in Alba Longa, an ancient Latin city founded by Aeneas's descendants. Yes, that Aeneas, the Trojan survivor. King Numitor, a rightful ruler, is overthrown by his brother Amulius. To prevent Numitor's line from challenging him, Amulius forces Rhea Silvia, Numitor's daughter, to become a Vestal virgin, sworn to chastity. But fate, or perhaps Mars himself, intervenes. Rhea is said to be seduced, or assaulted, by the god of war, and bears twin sons, Romulus and Remus. Amulius orders the infants drowned in the Tiber, but the river floods and spares them. They are rescued not by men, but by myth. A she-wolf suckles them in a cave, the Lupercal, before they're taken in by a shepherd and his wife. From the start, the brothers are born of violence, raised in hardship and destined for kingship. But fate would demand a terrible price. Romulus and Remus grow strong, ambitious, natural leaders. Eventually they discover their royal heritage and overthrow Amulius, restoring their grandfather to the throne of Alba Longa. But their destiny lies elsewhere. They seek to found a new city, one that will outshine Alba Longa, one that will shape the world. But where? Remus favors the Aventine Hill, Romulus, the Palatine. To settle the dispute, they turn to augury, the reading of omens in the flight of birds. Remus sees 6 vultures, Romulus sees 12. Each claims the favor of the gods. The details vary, but all versions end the same. Remus is slain. Perhaps he mocked Romulus by leaping over the city walls. Perhaps he challenged his brother directly. Romulus kills him. Whether in rage or ritual, the message is clear. This city is born of blood. On April 21st, 753 BC, Rome is founded. Romulus begins his reign not as a builder, but a conqueror. He fortifies his new city and fills it. Not with farmers, but fugitives, exiles, and outcasts. Rome becomes a sanctuary and a threat. With no women, the city cannot grow, so Romulus hosts a festival and invites the neighboring Sabines. When the Sabine women arrive, the Romans abduct them, seizing them as wives. It's an act of war disguised as marriage. The Sabines retaliate, led by King Titus Tatius. A brutal battle is fought in the heart of the city. Only the Sabine women, now Roman wives, intervene. They stand between their fathers and husbands, demanding peace. A truce is struck. The Sabines and Romans unite under dual kingship, Romulus and Tatius. But power shared is power strained. Tatius dies under suspicious circumstances. Romulus rules alone once more. Romulus was not content with mere survival. He wanted supremacy, you see. He waged war against neighboring cities like Fidenae, Veii, and beyond. But he didn't just destroy them. Oh no, he absorbed them. The Roman model began to take shape. Conquer, then offer citizenship, or at least an alliance, to the defeated. Rome became more than a city. It became an idea. Romulus also restructured society. He created the first Roman legions, citizen soldiers who owed loyalty not to a tribe or king, but to Rome itself. He formed the Senate, 100 patras, noblemen whose descendants would form the backbone of the Roman aristocracy. Romulus was building not just walls and armies, but an identity forged in war, blood, and law. But his rule, like his birth, would end in mystery. Romulus ruled for 37 years, a reign unmatched among Rome's early kings. Then, one day, he vanished. Some say he was addressing the Senate on the Campus Martius, when a sudden storm engulfed him in thunder and lightning. When the skies cleared, he was gone. The senators claimed he had been taken up by the gods. Soon after, a Roman nobleman declared he had seen Romulus in a vision, now a god named Quirinus. Romulus had become divine, but not everyone believed the myth. Others whispered that the senators murdered him. Tired of his rule, fearful of his power, they tore him apart, they said, and each hid a piece of his body to avoid suspicion. Was Romulus a king who became a god, or a tyrant who met a mortal end? Whether man, myth, or both, Romulus cast a long shadow. Every Roman emperor claimed descent, literal or symbolic, from him. His name became synonymous with the city itself. Even in the empire's dying days, when Romulus Augustulus sat the throne, the name endured. He set the pattern, a city built by conquest, expanded by war, ruled by ambition. The fratricide at Rome's birth became symbolic, a warning that power in Rome came not by birthright, but by blood. In time, Romulus would be remembered not as a myth, but as the measure of rulers to come. Rome was not born in peace. It was wrestled into existence by a boy who killed his brother, stole his wives, and vanished into legend. Romulus is both founder and warning. He reminds us that empire begins not in law, but in violence. In the episodes to come, we'll follow those who walked in his footsteps, from kings and consuls to emperors and tyrants. Some ruled wisely, others bathed Rome in blood, but all of them carried the blood crown. Enjoyed this dark dive into the founding of Rome? Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more episodes from the Blood Crown, the rulers of Rome. Let us know in the comments, was Romulus a visionary founder, or the first tyrant of Rome?